People are coming in. Hello, hello, those that are coming into the stream. Guess what? We're live again. Again. How many times? 381? That's more numbers than I want to count in a sitting. Hey, before. The end is never the end. The ads are here. Ah, yeah, that's right. That's right, there's ads. How'd you know? Is it because you're in the middle of an ad? On Twitch? On Twitch, that's, you know, water. Don't forget to hydrate. Ad break. I'm not getting an ad. I'm not even subscribed. I'm not getting an ad. Why? Why? I think the Twitch gods have blessed my alt account. That's cool. That's cool. The Twitch gods have blessed, have found it upon themselves to bless the alt account. Which one they're gone? I don't know when they're gonna be gone. Twitch isn't telling me that the ads have started yet. It's just being a shitlord. It says we've got like a minute and 30 left or so, but I don't know. I don't know. How you doing today, B4, by the way? How you doing? All good on your side of the neighborhood? All good on your side of the neighborhood? What's good, fam? What's good? Fam squad. Doing good? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Love to hear it, love to hear it, love to see it, love to be part of it. We're gonna be doing this today, which, yeah, this is what we're doing today. As usual, we're back at this. Hey, James. Hello, Jameson. What's up? How you doing? You gonna be available for the session on Friday, if we're having one? And, Toulouse, welcome in. Love seeing new faces. Love seeing new faces around these parts. Love to see it. It makes me all warm and tingly. Oh, my fucking pet. I left my pet on my alt. I'm stupid. Which one did I leave it on? I think I left it on my bandit? Nope. I left it on my sliding mage. You think so? Hell yeah. That's good. That's good. Glad to hear you're gonna be able to make it. That means we'll be able to actually play, even without Link, most likely. Likely. I should probably purchase one of those, because I'm going to need it. B4 saw that it was ChronoStory and was like, that's boring, I'm out of here. Fuck that. I have no interest in ChronoStory, and then left. That seems like the correct turn of events that happened just now. I need my other potions. They're gonna be on Marpins. Those guys. Also gotta take the one return scroll I've got, because I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need it, because I've only got the 3, just so I don't forget. Ugh. Now we're gonna head over to Sharks, I think. Sharks will be fun, maybe. I'm really far away from Sharks. Oh. Didn't equip it. There we go. Let's head all the way over to Sharks. Goodness gracious. Oh yeah, I gotta post this over here too. Right? Have I not? I have not. Alright. Back up to the 100th floor. Now I can purchase more of those, because I need them. Let's buy like 1,000. I think that'll last me a while, right? 1,000 will last me like a little while, I think. At least a couple days, right? For the most part. I feel like. Still playing that ChronoStory, huh? That's right, Naviat. Of course, always. Not always, but like, I've been liking playing it lately. I gotta get this guy. Once this guy is level 125, I'll probably drop it for a bit drop it like it's hot until they release 4th job. I might play it. Hey, advice on first character job selection. How is Ice Lightning Mage? Okay. I have an Ice Lightning Mage. It's only like level like 60 or something like that. 62. It's fine. It's good. First job, fine. Second job, it's fine. Apparently, third job looks rad as fuck, and 4th job looks okay. Looks good. We haven't gotten 4th job yet. It comes out in like a couple weeks, probably. At least in the tester server, and then we're gonna get like probably a week or two of that, and then it'll come out in the main server. But like from what we've seen of it, it looks Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Whoever that was, we are a lurker friendly. So if it didn't tell me who it was, but I'm assuming it was HBS. But thank you, I appreciate it. If it was anyone else, thank you as well. It's pretty good. I like Ice Lightning Mage. It's pretty good. I think it's very good. I think it's a very popular, good option. Good choice. Good soup. I mostly play warriors, and then I also have a bowman. But I do have an Ice Lightning Mage that isn't super high level, so it's, you know, getting there. I keep going back on, but the soup. That's right, Nightblader. That's right. Good soup. I keep going back onto like the Ice Lightning Mage and the other low-level characters, and keep getting reminded that the level range from 60 to whatever it is, 60 to 7, no, 50 to 70, can go eat some ass. I'm not a fan of that level range. Once you get above that level range, it's like fucking smooth sailing. But in that level range, they really need to add jesters. Jesters would fix that level range instantaneously. In fact, it doesn't need to just be jesters. There needs to be a couple maps like that. But then again, if you think about it, they nerfed fucking what are they called? Toro shields back when Toro shields were meta. And Toro shields had more EXP than jesters, and they were 10 levels higher, one-shotted every class except for warriors, and were level 80 and required you to put all your points in dex to go there. So I don't know, man. Jesters would be 2k EXP at level 70, whereas at least in 2x EXP like ChronoStory is, whereas Toro shields are like 1800 now, even though they were like 2400. I don't know if they want to introduce jesters, but I feel like maps like jesters would fix that particular problem, right? Add a few maps, including jesters, but not just including jesters, where the mobs give like 2k EXP. They're level 70. They're really tanky, but there's a lot of them, and they don't hit super hard, and they don't have high defense. They just have high damage reduction. Hello, Ron. Welcome in. I like your username. It doesn't make sense, but I like it. If you explain it to me, that'd be great. I don't know, man. Yeah, cargo's until 70. You could possibly go to like fog. If you really pump your decks, you could probably go over to like I don't know if blood harps are good. I don't know what level they are. But you could also go to Toro shields at like level 60 if you pump decks. Either way is pretty. I think blood harps are low enough level for. I could be wrong. If anyone wants to correct me, I don't know. Ike. The thing is, your name is Marlon, but you couldn't. Oh, I get it. Okay, got it. Yeah, Pepe are good. Coma not worth it while grinding. Not until it one-shots. Not until it one-shots. And it never one-shots. Thank you for the follow, whoever that was. I appreciate it. We are lurker-friendly, so it won't tell me who followed. I assume it's one of these new friendos here in the chat, asking questions, talking and shit. Thank you, I appreciate it. If there's anyone else, I appreciate it as well. You let me know if you want to, but you don't have to. Because, lurker-friendly and whatnot. It was you again. Oh. It was Knife Blader again. We're at Pi. We made it to Pi followers. Hell yeah. Yeah, no, Coma, I don't... like, some people like using Coma, but for me, I've noticed it lowers my EXP rates. If you get, if you're like level 150, it's worth it because it'll one-shot a lot of the time, depending on where you go. But that's just because there aren't high-level maps yet. Like, this is the endgame map right now that I'm at right now. Sharks, endgame map. Gotta do family stuff? Well, thank you for coming, Marlon. I appreciate it. I stream every day, so feel free to pop in if you like the ChronoStory stuff. If you like the VTuber stuff, if that's the reason why you're here, that's cool too. I assume most people here are from ChronoStory. I'd assume so. But I don't like using Coma for grinding. It uses up all your orbs, and then you kind of like unless you have really good timing with it, it's like nah. It'll slow down your damage. Telling me to eat it. Nightblader. Lying on the internet is your nefarious deed of the day. Hell yeah, that's fine. But yeah, no, you're gonna put points in it eventually, right? So like at a certain point, it can be worth putting in points so that I don't know why I put points in a shout. Shout is not good. I'll probably respec at some point and just like max fucking armor crash and like maybe shield mastery. I don't know, something like that. I feel like that instead of Coma is better, but like I think in fourth job they buff Coma a little bit. I forget exactly what they do. They make it so I think they make it so it uses less orbs, maybe? Something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know. I forget, it's been a million years since they released the teaser for fourth job Warriors, so I don't remember. And I really didn't pay attention to the hero. I didn't really pay attention here. I was mostly there to look at if they had done the paladin changes that I recommended, and they did. They added Heaven's Hammer. It's not as strong as I would hope it would be, but it's fine. And then they surprised me with a really good, my favorite DK skill. So I'll be happy about that when it comes out. I'll be very happy about that when it comes out. In a bit, after grinding for a while, I'll probably take a short break if my wife gets off work at a reasonable hour. It could be soon, it could be way later from now. I'll probably take a break to go do some dishes when she gets off work, so I look like I did some stuff today. Just kidding. I just want to be able to finish them. I didn't feel like doing them more than I already did them. And I'm letting some soak. Who likes doing dishes? No one, right? Everyone here hates doing dishes, right? Right? It's like a universally hated thing to do, dishes. You find it kind of calming, based. That is the Chad. Go Chief Gray, Gary party. Chief Grays give less EXP though. Glee. Chief Grays give less EXP for me, my friend. And I need some of the drops from the sharks anyway. You should try this new thing called a dishwasher. I have a dishwasher. I just loaded it up, but I still have some big stuff to wash that don't fit in the dishwasher. Not everything fits in the dishwasher, kebab. Not everything fits in the dishwasher. I've got like a Dutch oven and a couple of pans, and then a couple extra things that I couldn't fit in the dishwasher because it was already loaded. And we have one of those quiet dishwashers, which sucks because since it's quiet, it takes like 3 times as long. You know, a dishwasher should take like an hour to wash your dishes. Ours takes like 3 to 4 hours to wash dishes because it's a quiet dishwasher. I don't know why we bought that thing. I don't know why we got it. Why did we get a quiet dishwasher? Why didn't we get just a regular dishwasher? That would have been better. And it takes 3 hours? Okay, never mind. Never mind. Ours is really quiet, but it takes 3 to 4 hours. If yours is loud as hell and still takes 3 hours, maybe I'm misremembering. I remember my dad's dishwasher in his house was the loudest thing on earth, but it did dishwashers in like 45 minutes. So I don't know, man. I just remember my dad and his dishwasher. He didn't let us use the dishwasher because it was too loud. He was like, no, you can't use the dishwasher. Wash all the dishes by hand, my child. And I'm like, but I don't like dishes. And he's like, do it or else. I'm like, all right, fine. It's weird you don't like DKs, by the way. Spearman is function RPGs are usually much cooler. I agree with that than swordsman. But you never had the interest in playing the MapleStory. Played like every other warrior they ever released, though. Have you ever played a spearman? And you just didn't like it, or do you just not like the idea of spearman and MapleStory? What's the case here? Personally, I could take or leave spearman, but I'm playing one specifically. I don't have like nostalgia for it. I'm playing it specifically to gear up an Iran, but like it's fine. You never vibed? I get it. That's fine. I don't really vibe with it, although there is one skill that Spearman got at one point in, like, either around the Red update or after Big Bang at some point. That was my favorite skill ever, and Boat decided in all of his infinite wisdom, and real infinite wisdom, to make it their new main mobbing skill. And maybe their new attack skill. I'm not sure for bossing as well. Now, Iran was based. A class with an in-game hit counter was so cool. Yes, I love the fighting game mechanics that were added to Iran that made the class so fun. It was so fun. It's my favorite. So I made my DK specifically just to gear in Iran. And of course, alts get all the good. Well, actually, never mind. I'm not gonna say alts get all the good luck. I have a 120 attack pole arm. That is last and welcome guest. I got two 30% to work on it, so that's a very high amount for polearm. I also got a decent sword for this guy with 125 attack with 130% will work, but I mean, no, this is 230%. Never mind, this is also 230%. I'm wrong. That's 230%. I slapped 30% on there. I was like, "Ooh, that worked. Let me use all by 60%." And then the rest of them had one slot left, and I was like, "I'm not gonna do more than that. I'm not gonna do another 30%. I'll just put another 60%." And then, like, as I was looking at the machine to buy another scroll, I noticed I had enough points for a fucking 30%, and I was like, "Eh, this is a game, right?" And it worked. The pole arm I was actually trying for a good pole arm. The pole arm had 3 30%, not 2 30%. My bad. 3 30% on the pole arm. which is why it's 120 attack. This one has 2. I'm misremembering. I have it all on video, so it's not like I'm just misremembering. But yeah, it was a 330%. Hello, Zhao. How you doing? You getting ready to stream? You not streaming today? What are you doing? Are you working today, Zhao Yao? Are you just here to say hi and then leave like usual? Just so those of you know, Zhao Yao is one of the OG viewers. Now he's a cringe VTuber like me. Your favorite classes were the Resistance? Yep, those were really good. Wild Hunter, Battle Mage were the first class ever pushed to 120. Battle Mage is rad. Not gonna lie, Battle Mage is pretty rad. Mechanic is also kind of cool. Why do I make you sound like a deadbeat dad? I mean, how else should I put it, man? How else should I put it? Zhao Yao left to get cigarettes and never came back. Now he only shows up on birthdays for some reason. You know? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's Steffi I'm describing, really, if we think about it. Go get some milk now. No! Zhao Yao, no! I hope they add the resistance classes in ChronoStory. They can totally do that. All they have to do is, like, tweak them a lot. Like, the feeling of their attack skills don't feel like modern. They still feel old school. Of course they do. They came out around the same time as Old School coming out. And they came out right when they switched from Old School to Big Bang, right? Like, the week the Big Bang happened is the week they introduced the first resistance classes. So they're still old school classes. In fact, old school classes kind of felt, Maple Story class kind of felt old school until about the Red update. That's when they started feeling kind of more modern, right? So they could actually introduce a lot of classes they introduced after they introduced after Big Bang. Just like biggest issue I see resistance is probably that Wild Hunter has a basically built-in mount, which is a bit wacky. I mean, it's always been a little wacky. I think it's fine. Technically speaking, Pirate also has a built-in mount at a certain point. You got your Chief Bandit, just to clear dual, just to gear a dual blade. Yeah, that's about right. Right? They're probably gonna release both of those. In my opinion, dual blade just feels like Bandit Plus, and they should, in my opinion. Now I know Kebab. Apparently, you're a huge dual blade fan. And I get that. A lot of people will say, like, Iran feels like DK Plus, right? Dark Knight Plus. It isn't, and neither is Dual Blade. But I do think they could have. I think they could have like folded in a number of Dual Blade abilities into Bandit, and then like kind of just made Bandit just better. Made Bandit more like Dual Blade without getting rid of the iconic stuff people love about Bandit. But folding in the stuff people love about Dual Blade at the same time, and then made a custom class instead, possibly. I don't know. Possibly a dumb take. I don't know. I think Dual Blade is kind of cool, but it's always felt like this is just Bandit but better. Just Bandit but better. So why not just combine them? How many people have a strong attachment to Band of Thieves as an attack? Personally, I don't. How many people actually like using Meso Explosion? Personally, the worst skill in the game. Just fold in a bunch of dual blade skills. Take all the best, but me and Chrono is good. Just fold in a bunch of, like, it doesn't need to be steel specifically. They could make it a dual blade skill. Instead of having double stab as the thing, give it the dual blade double stab, the one that actually is an AoE attack. At level 10. You know, like, there's a lot of cool shit they could do. by just folding in a bunch of dual blade skills. Meso Explosion is stupid and lame, and they should replace it with dual blade skills. Meso Explosion in Chrono is good. I'm sorry, that's what you meant. My bad. I'm sure it is good, but it still feels terrible to use. It's always felt terrible to use. And the only reason why it ever existed in the first place was like, cool, here's a boss deletion button that you can spend in-game money on to delete bosses. Do you want this boss to no longer exist? Why don't you set $1 million worth of TNT down? You just hold Savage Blow or Band of Thieves, and you auto cast both spells with Meso Explosion. I mean, that's cool. I don't think that's. I think that's a cool like Band-Aid fix, but I feel like the like main problem with Dual Blade is kind of that a lot of their skills just feel kind of shit. Like it doesn't feel like its theme is utilized very well, and I feel like Dual Blade's theme is just taking Bandit's theme of using daggers and making it better. You know? It's just Bandit's theme of daggers and making it better. Right? It's not really a ninja. Not even that. You weren't you flagged for botting for doing that back in old school MapleStory? Yes, correct. You can be you could be flagged for doing that back in OSMS for sure. I never played Bandits, but I had friends who played Bandits, and I know one of them that got banned for that. I don't know if they got permabanned, but I forget. It's been a while. I was a freshman in high school when that happened. Right before Big Bang, I believe. God, I can't believe the Big Bang happened when I was a freshman in high school. Who here is old? Anyone else here old? Anyone else here feel old yet? You were like 12. I was 14-ish. No, I was 15. Fuck. Sunglasses were just so pointless. I agree. I feel like Big Bang was 2010. Big Bang was 2010. You were 11 then. Got it. I was 15. I was 15. God, I'm old. When did I get so old? We are old. Here we are back at it. That's because I mean, like, if they had made a fucking classic server a million years ago, like, people would still be playing it, and it'd be better than it is now. But like, fucking, maybe it wouldn't be. Maybe it would have been canceled because Nexon's a shitter. But I don't know. Remember logging in back in the day for Evolving Ring? Yep. I had like 6 of them. Because that thing was broken and free from the event, and now it's depreciated content. If you have one, it's not good anymore. It has half the stats of the best rings you can have in MapleStory now. And you can get the best rings you can get for MapleStory just by doing events now. In fact, that's really the only way to get the best rings. You have to do events. You get why OSRS? Don't get why all didn't. That's what I'm saying, right? Like every company should have done that, but like MapleStory's finally doing it, and only because they can make money doing it, and they're gonna milk the fuck out of it until it dies. And then WoW did it, but they did it wrong. People didn't want to start from the beginning of WoW and then have it update at the same pace as WoW did. Now it's already back to the point where it's like no one wants to play it. They wanted WoW old school and just make it more old school. So they finally started making one, like, I guess. Which of the 5 WoWs are you talking about? The one I just described, I believe. I don't play WoW. But the players wanted WoW Classic, not WoW Classic that keeps updating. Wait a minute, you were losing your money in Mahjong. That sounds about right, Zhao. Yeah, we were talking about how game companies that didn't listen to what old school RuneScape did are the dumbest companies alive. Dumbest companies to ever exist. They just did it like that's what Nexon's trying to do now, right? They're trying to do old school RuneScape but MapleStory. At least that's what Inkwell's trying to do. I don't think Nexon really cares what Inkwell does. They just want Inkwell to make money. As long as Inkwell makes them money, they're okay with him doing whatever. But he still has to get approvals. So, like, for example, he couldn't have started making old school MapleStory or MapleStory Classic World without Nexon's support. So he probably had to make a case where they could make money with a classic version of the game. Right. MapleStory Worlds was the tester for that, I imagine, that made him kind of like get them to really listen to Inkwell doing that. But also, they're going to add microtransactions, they're going to add surprise style boxes, they're going to make it tied into your main modern GMS account somehow, where like leveling up in Classic World gives you benefits on your regular or Heroic World account or something, or like transfer events or some shit. And you're going to be able to buy 2x EXP coupons, and it's going to suck. You think they realize GMS is failing for Western audiences, and then go, well, fuck it, we'll make OSMS again. And their player base keeps saying this is good, while failing to realize that shit will not keep players and net new players either. It will not net new players. It definitely won't. The only way they're gonna net new players, and they've kind of realized this recently, is making a mobile game version of MapleStory, which is why they made Maple Idle. Right, Maple Idle, you can do stuff that kind of respects your time in a certain way because you don't really need to do anything. But then it's not really a game, it's just a mobile game where they're trying to nickel and dime you at every turn, and it's a mobile game, so I don't like it. If they really wanted MapleStory to thrive, they should have made MapleStory Worlds on mobile, or like had a mobile port for all of MapleStory Worlds, and then made old school MapleStory on Worlds. Like if those two things happened in tandem, it would have been good. Even if the game wasn't what everyone wanted, they would have kept at least the player base, because they just would have gone to a different MapleStory server on Worlds. In fact, they should have done that and then folded modern MapleStory into Worlds somehow. I don't know if that'd be possible, but they should have. They made mobile Final Fantasy 14 too, and it looks better than the PC version. That's what I'm saying, right? Like, MapleStory is an old game. They could easily make a real mobile version of the game without like breaking your phone in the process because it's so memory intensive. It's not. It's an old ass game. Look at the graphics. It's not that much different in modern. Maybe a couple flashy cutscenes. That's it, and not really. Not the point. Not to the same extent as Final Fantasy 14. But like, if Final Fantasy 14 devs can do it, Nexon can do it. And Nexon refusing to do it is just losing the money for no reason. That's why OSRS works, right? OSRS really only works because they have a mobile game version. If you couldn't play it by tapping stuff on with your thumb on your phone, it wouldn't be worth playing. Though to be fair, RuneScape is a different beast altogether, and of course it works on a phone. It's a point and click game, essentially. So it definitely works on a phone better than something like MapleStory would. But I mean, like, I think it would still work with MapleStory on a phone. Absolutely. If you can play COD Zombies on your phone, you can play MapleStory on your phone. I love how these conversations always devolve into Nexon sucks and Classic World sucks. Especially old school MapleStory where you don't have big skill rotations. Yeah, right. For sure. I know one of the problems with putting on mobile is you have long skill rotations, but like that can be solved by adding macros, which they already have in modern MapleStory, right? Macros to be able to just cast all your skills in a row in a specific order, and then just have it recast by clicking a single button. Right? I don't think that's hard to do. They've already done it. Some classes don't allow macros, which is the reason. But like, just add those classes and allow them to be using with macros. What are you doing? And then make a mobile game. Nexon, are you stupid? Are you brain dead, Nexon? Is anyone home? If you want to make money making a mobile game, that's how these old games stay relevant. If the people who play it all work and maybe still want to play the game, and if it's a really grindy game, they want to just pull their phone out of their pocket and play it. They don't want a mobile game version of the game. They want the game itself to then play on their phone or on their computer. That's why Maple Idol isn't really working. Like, it's still somewhat popular, but like it's not as popular as mainstream MapleStory would be if it was on mobile. Hell, it's definitely not as popular as classic MapleStory would be if it was on mobile, either. And since they're putting it on, they're putting MapleStory Classic World on their main MapleStory server, which means when you log into MapleStory proper, you get to choose Classic World like you would like you would choose Heroic World or one of the normal worlds, right? Like Scania. You'd have to pick Classic World from there. That means it's not going to be on mobile. And that's the only way it's going to work. And even if it's on mobile, I don't think it's going to retain players. Not forever. Because it's not AFK like RuneScape can be. RuneScape, you can look at your phone, click on a tree, and then put your phone back in your pocket for a minute, and then pick out your phone again after a minute. Click on another tree, and then put it back in your pocket for a minute. You know, like, but you can't do that with MapleStory. And you can't do that with MapleStory Idle either. I mean, I guess you kind of can, but not really. I just feel like it definitely works better on mobile, but a classic version would work best. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm wrong. But Nexon refuses to prove me wrong. Because it's Nexon. Our goal for today is level 110. That's the goal. We'll definitely get there. Like, definitely get there. And maybe we'll get higher than that. Maybe we'll get to 111 if we're doing well. But then again, we're playing a Crusader, and Crusader's range for hitting mobs is low, which makes them a little bit slower in terms of grinding than something like a bowman or a spearman. similar to Paladin in that way. I think? Paladin gets, like, charged blow or something like that, right? Any pro DKs online? Any pro DKs? Pro DK? Wasn't the first 200 a Satyr? Yeah, but that's because Satyrs scale better. Crusaders will scale better than the other warrior jobs because they have more weapon attack to work with. So the higher level you get, the more your strength benefits you. So you're gonna start becoming better than the other classes once at like level 140, 150, 160 ish, and then you're gonna start like flying through the levels at that point. That, plus the fact that there are so few people that are actually willing to grind past that point, it's kind of an arbitrary class choice. It could have been any class that went to 200. You know what I mean? So few people actually dedicate themselves to the grind to that point without fourth job existing and without real endgame areas to train at. That, like, yeah, for sure, it was a Crusader, but, like, it could have been any class. For the most part. Prematurely beat the game. Not really. I think the level cap is level 500. I would imagine Boat might actually add more content past level 200. You know? I wouldn't be surprised if he added, like, some modern maps, or if he added, like, raid bosses in past level 200, like, you know, give content for the people that actually want to play beyond that point, because there are people that actually do want to play beyond that point. They might even give new skills. I looked it up. I don't think there's a non-compete clause in MapleStory Worlds that prevents anyone from making 5th job or 6th job or whatever. As far as I found looking into it. I could be wrong. So that means he could make a 5th job if he wanted to, or even a 6th job if he wanted to. Like a demake, not like modern 5th job and modern 6th job. I mean, like, it would probably be just another menu in here. You'd have 4. It would just become bigger. It'd have 5 and 6 or whatever. Right? Rather than being like, cool, then you open up the V matrix and you have to go and get the V matrix bullshits, and you gotta roll RNG on all your stats, and fuck that. You get a couple new skills, but most of them have long cooldowns. The rest of them are just passives that make your regular attacks better for some reason. Until 6th job, when you actually get buffs to your main attacks. They're not real new attacks, they just make your main attacks better again because they're just buffs again. Because fuck you, we're next on, we can do what we want. Here's another another bind. Fuck you. Everyone gets another bind. And this bind is better because when you hit it, it does a bunch of damage, and then it also ignores the fact that another bind happens. So you can multi-bind someone. You can bind someone, then super bind them. It doesn't have the same bind cooldown. The biggest eye roll ever. Honestly, it's like this, right? So you're doing this much damage. You're doing like 20k damage in 3rd job by level 120. Once you get 4th job and you get in there a little bit, you're gonna probably be doing about 100k damage, which is pretty crazy when you consider how much damage you did in old school back in the day, and how much players will probably do in Nexons, whatever, right? It's gonna be like high end damage is gonna be like maybe 50k if you're like godly, right? But we're casually gonna be slugging out 100k damage. Like, look, I'm fucking, wait, 22, 40, 50k damage right there, man. Just basically 50, 40k, fucking 41k, 43k. I had a 49k a minute ago. Like, single target, but like that's gonna be like end game of end game for like Classic World. to hit something like that in any class. But here we're casually hitting out 100Ks in 4th job, 200K possibly. So like that tells me the content's gonna get harder. That tells me that there might be higher level content beyond that, because you need to hit harder to be able to do higher level content. Level 109. You need to be able to hit harder to be doing content beyond a certain level range, right? So like another job out there, like maybe we'll be hitting similar, like in the after level 200 we'll get a new job or something like that, and then bing bang boom we're hitting like 500k damage to be able to kill the mobs possibly at that level range. I don't know if it'll be that high. I think it'll probably be closer to like casual 200k damage, right? At that level range, maybe 300k, and not like the millions of damage you get in modern MapleStory. But even then, I probably wouldn't mind it at that point. I think the balancing is perfectly fine at that point, right? Especially for like really late game raid bosses that are beyond level 200 and shit. Like for sure, making content that is specifically designed for players beyond level 200 is going to be like both difficult to balance for, difficult to design for, and kind of foolhardy, because it's like, how many players are actually going to get to level 200 and beyond? I feel like designing the content for around level 180 is probably more reasonable. Give a 170 possibly, 175 maybe. Give more 4th job skills with a quest, from a quest reward. The quest is level gated at like level 175, and you get a few new skills in 4th job that you can then put points into that make you a little more powerful in some way, so you can tackle content and have something to look forward to, and then level up past 175, and then put some kind of 5th job at level 200, whatever. And it's just another job like it is in regular classic MapleStory. No V matrix, no bullshit. You unlock your skills. You got to get like skill books, and you got to level them up. You got to level up to get points. Just same thing. Perfectly fine. Nothing. It doesn't need to be too crazy. By the time you hit level 200, it's not like you're training at sharks and whatnot, right? You're training. I mean, maybe right now, yeah, kind of, depending. But once all the content's out, like you'll be at like Gate to the Past or some shit, or like I don't know, high level content. Turn fucking Crimson Heart Keep into a level 150 raid. I don't know if they should do that per se, but it's too nostalgic of a thing to lock it behind end game hard content, in my opinion. But like that could be something they could do. Make raid boss versions of all of the main bosses in the game. I don't know. There's a lot of things they can do here. So no, I don't think level 200 is going to be beating the game here. I know that the level cap is probably 500 based on that one glitch that happened the other day, where some people accidentally had their levels set to 500 for some reason. I feel like that's probably the level cap that both they and VAF set. which is why they're being so secretive about it. I'm sure there's gonna be more content, which is why they've been so secretive about the level cap, right? And the accidental reveal of what that level cap is was just that, an accent, which is why they haven't really commented on it and why no one's really talking about it. There's something there and a reason for it that we don't know yet. Hello, Uzi, welcome in. Welcome back. Speaking of Resistance characters, anyone having like nostalgic flashbacks to this song? Anyone? Resistance was the start of the bloat. I don't think that there is bloat for sure, but I don't think it was the start of the bloat. I feel like it was just like a natural progression of the game was adding a couple new sets of classes, right? You've got the main game base classes, the 5 of them. You've got the 5 heroes, which are different, and then you've got Resistance, and then you have the Cygnus Knights, which didn't really have a class per se. They added Mihail, but they never added any of the other Cygnus Knights. They added Cygnus Knights as a subset class that you could use as like an easier way to level up and then get like ultimate adventures before they eventually made them their own classes, which I feel like was kind of a mistake. For the bloat of the game, for example. But I feel like don't add alien classes is fine. Don't do that. Like we don't need Kaiser, we don't need Angelic Buster, we don't need classes from another world, we don't need, even though I love the class very much, we don't need Kinesis, we don't need fucking we don't need the Japanese characters, we don't need the samurai dude or Kana, we don't need, you know, all that shit. I feel like Resistance is fine. Resistance is fine. Making it so every single Luminous was very good. I feel like Luminous is just better Ice Lightning Mage in 4th job, though. Luminous just ended up being better Ice Lightning Mage. And Luminous didn't make sense to me either. They were like, cool, the five heroes, here they are. Where's the pirate hero? And they were like, shit, we made 2 mages. Ah, fuck. Here's the 6th hero. Everyone forgot about him, including us. Everyone forgot about him, including us. Here's Shade, who just kind of felt like a thief class. I like Luminous, but it does feel like better Ice Lightning Mage. I feel like just buff Ice Lightning Mage a little bit, and then make a new. I'm sorry, not thief. They pirate class. They didn't make a pirate class until they made fucking Shade. But Shade doesn't feel like a pirate. He feels like a fucking rogue, like a thief class. You could probably leave out Luminous and replace it with a pirate class of some kind. Maybe Boat comes up with his own lore. I feel like the lore behind it's kind of funky. They kind of needed a light mage to contrast the dark mage, but like they already introduced the dude with the it was Freud, whatever his name is, with the dragon. Then you ended up being Evan. But the thing is, Fruit is meant to be like this ultimate mage, right? and he had a pet dragon, kind of. Like he wasn't a dragon mage. He was a mage, and he had a dragon. Whereas Evan isn't a mage. He's a dragon tamer, and all of his skills derive from his dragon. Without his dragon, he would be nothing. He would just be a kid, essentially, right? So you're playing the descendant of Frood and Bing Bang Boom. Now you can control the new dragon, but you aren't really a mage. You weren't trained as a mage like Frood was. But because Frood was already a powerful mage, they didn't really need to add Luminous. It was just like a weird, like they needed a pirate class. I like Luminous a lot, but like it was just pirate class. They needed a pirate class, just for consistency's sake. And they added fucking, they forgot about it. So they're like, okay, here's Shade, but no. So I don't think it was bloat. I don't think Resistance was bloat. I think Resistance is great. I think Resistance is cool. I love Resistance. Just like the main 5 things, they needed 5 classes. Then they don't think they ever released a. Did they ever release a thief Resistance class? They have mechanic, which is pirate for some reason. They have Zenon. I guess Zenon was a thief, but he was kind of separate. I feel like you're right though, Liquid. You're right. Zenon technically, but like he was related without being like trained by the Resistance leader lady. There should have been a thief class trained by the Resistance leader lady. Yeah. I wouldn't mind the 5. He was a Blackwing cyborg. Yeah, he was created in the same way that like Orchid and the other dude was made. Same idea. He was like a Blackwing cyborg assassin that they made to do their bidding. Love to see the Resistance brought back. I wouldn't say Zenon is great. I don't mind if they would add Zenon again too here. Obviously there's a demakes, right? They're not going to make him as OP as they did in after Big Bang. A few of those classes came out way after Big Bang, back when I would even consider it kind of modern. So they'd have to really demake some stuff, adjust sizes of skills, obviously they're going to always have to adjust damage values, because anything that came after Big Bang hits harder in general than anything before that. Just as a base. I know they increase the damage here, but it's not to that extent. So they could do stuff. We're about to hit an ad. We're about to hit an ad over here on Twitch soon. Let's see. What's he gonna tell me? Ad in about 40 seconds. It'll be a 3-minute ad. So those either over on Twitch. You can come over to YouTube if you want to skip the ad. !YouTube, and you'll get a link there. You can find my channel, and from there you can go to the current stream. I have a short stream, which is vertical, and a non-short stream over there, which is horizontal, like you're seeing over here on Twitch. But otherwise, just stick through. I'll be doing the same thing. We'll talk more about the Resistance and things that they could add in ChronoStory. Just a nice 3-minute ad. Thanks for coming, guys. Give me a minute. Ad time. Right? Ads are over. Ads are over, guys. Ads are over. Thank you for sticking around. I have the ads on my left. I can see the ads that are going on. I had an ad for the endless shrimp at Red Lobster again. Didn't Red Lobster like nearly go out of business because of their endless shrimp deal? Like they had to file for bankruptcy and almost went out of business because their endless shrimp was hemorrhaging them money. Like they're all you could eat shrimp. Wasn't that a thing? Why did they bring it back? Like it was a good idea to begin with. It was a bad idea because they were losing money from it. You have the darkest joke for me, Riot? Feel free to ask it, but if it's racist or whatever, I'll have to ban you. Feel free, but otherwise, but you understand the risks. You understand the risks. He understood the risks, but unfortunately, he didn't realize that those risks were too much to handle. Immediately got banned. Don't even want to hear the punchline. Womp fucking womp. There's my punchline. Banned. Makes me laugh every time. You come in, you make a joke about 9/11 or whatever in the same vein. That's just a ban, my guy. That's just a ban. Dark joke my ass. I don't want to hear it. I don't care if it's funny. Tell me a joke about someone dying. I'm cool with that. Tell me a joke about... Give me a dead baby joke. I'm okay with that one. Have you anyone hear dead baby jokes? I haven't heard of dead baby jokes in a long time. Can I go over my gear? For sure. So I got this Oriental helmet. Dex and accuracy is pretty good. It's only good for another 2 months. This cape is okay. 9 dex, 9 strength. Pretty decent. My top is fine. 10 attack, 2 strength glove. Bottom wear is fine. It's for accuracy. Same with the shoe, accuracy shoe, lots of dex. Shield is temporary. I'm actually not gonna use an unwelcome guest shield even if I get a last unwelcome guest, because I can get a better strength rating on a different shield. Good sword, 125 attack, and then unscrolled, unchanged unwelcome guest earrings. I haven't scrolled everything yet. Not everything is scrolled. Some stuff is. Speaking of, though... Ooh, a 9 strength Commodore. Let me lock that. That's slightly better than my current Commodore, right? Less dex, but more strength by 1. Could be better. Those are just kind of like best in slot right there, right now. 11 strength, 11 accuracy? I think that's just better. I think they're just better. Okay, so never mind. Now I have those pants. Yeah, those are now my pants. What's my accuracy? Accuracy is 239 versus, like, it's so negligible. It can be tough. Like, I'm here for a long time, and this is the first time I've actually found a decent pair of pants from there. Most of the time you get like this or like that. Like this is okay. 11 dex is fine. 3 accuracy. But I mean, this is better. This is really good though. 11 strength, 11 accuracy is like the best of both worlds though. So I'm thinking that. I'm thinking that all day. Now we're just looking for a better Commodore. Been streaming for an hour and 10 minutes, right? Probably an hour of it we've been playing MapleStory. So we've gotten a level and a half in an hour. I think we would have maybe gotten 1 level if we were playing on our Ice Lightning Mage. Maybe not even that. Because the level 60s suck ass. I feel like they need to address that. They really need to address that. Give some better training areas for that level range. They just need to give more EXP. Doesn't mean to be a ton. I mean, maybe it does need to be a ton. Look at Jesters, right? Jesters are better than Toro shields. Solinix. That's right. Old school RuneScape music. The classics. That's right. Welcome in, by the way. Can't go wrong with that, right? Can't go wrong with the classic old school RuneScape music. My playlist is basically half and half old school RuneScape and MapleStory music. Which is kind of funny. I'm playing MapleStory right now, so I'm sure everyone who's playing and watching from the MapleStory side are like, don't really care about the MapleStory music. They've heard it a million times. But like, I'm not playing RuneScape, so half of it's RuneScape basically. There's a couple songs that aren't RuneScape either. We have a few non-RuneScape songs as well. Non-RuneScape and non-MapleStory. We've got like one song from Stardew Valley on here, one song from Terraria, a couple songs from Minecraft, all the music from Balatro, because there's not much of it. Well, that was my Ice Lightning, 62, I think. 62. Yeah, 62. I'm pretty sure. Getting there, getting there. Once they get to level 70, they'll actually train better. But I feel like I'm probably going to get my hero up first, because it's way easier to level. Even if its main attack sucks, and the attack you get on an Ice Lightning Mage feels better, it still takes twice as long per level on an Ice Lightning Mage, if not more. Like I'm going to get my second level probably by the half an hour mark, which means we'll have gotten 2 levels in an hour and a half. Probably more like 70 minutes. Crazy. It is absolutely faster. Every class is faster once you get to 70. Every single one of them. I know that very well. I'm sure the level 70 to 80 is gonna be a little bit slower. I know it is gonna be faster. Crusader levels tremendously slowly. I've leveled up my oh hey Splotchy, welcome in. Where I trained 70 to 100 on this Crusader. Now, I made this Crusader back when Toro Shields were best. Blood Harps are good, yes. With Mage. Absolutely. But so back when Toro Shields were good, I was at Toro Shields until like level 80. But otherwise it was mostly aliens, and then on to squids. I think that was basically it. Aliens to squids, right? Kulan Field 7 or 6 or something like that, and then you go into the secret map to find the Chief Greys map, and you'd go there to Chief Greys and just do that. Even if you can't really kill the Chief Greys very fast, they're mostly there for the sheer number of spawns they come out with, they bring out. Is what I'm suggesting optimal now? I don't know. I don't think so. It was optimal at the time. Here right now, I don't know. I've gotten let's see. Every level's about 15 mil. And we've been training for about an hour. So I would guesstimate 23 mil an hour-ish. Maybe a little bit less than that. Let's say 20 mil an hour. That's fine. Just to guesstimate. It's not much different than going to squids. Plus, they drop gear that I need, so it's fine. Even if there's a better map, this is good because I still need the gear. I only recently got good pants. Then you get a better Commodore, but good pants would be, you know, finally. After being here for a million years. Just assume like 15 to 20 mil an hour. If you could kill all the mobs in here, it would probably be closer to like 40 or 50 mil an hour. Maybe more. Probably more. You kill them all before respawn. Yep. Yeah, that's about right. A ranger level 137 would absolutely be just decimating this spot, especially if you have really good gear. Like, yeah, 50 mil sounds about right. I have a 125 ranger, and they get around like 40 mil here as well, and they're not even all that kitted. I don't intend on playing with my ranger much, or my spearman that much until 4th job comes out. I got them to the level that I wanted them to be at for 4th job to start. Oh wow, actually I have a better bow than you then. Never mind. Never mind, I have a better bow than you. I'm wrong. I think. I'm pretty sure. I think I scrolled up something stupid at one point. I forget. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my bow's only 115. I forget. I think I did scroll a good one though. I can't remember. I'd have to check. It's on a different account. I would check right now if it wasn't on a different account. I'd just like log out real fast and do it. But I'm not gonna switch to a different account just to check. But I either have a 115 bow or I have like a 120 bow, something like that. About right. Of course, no one ever wants to do it. No one ever wants to do bossing in this version yet. We don't have 4th jobs still yet. Who wants to boss before 4th job's out, right? Even if they're mini bosses. We're gonna have to kill them for 4th job, but that's fine. You can probably find parties on weekends, to be fair. There's more people playing on weekends. Gosh dang it, you got me too curious. Now I have to fucking check. God damn it. It's true, it is. It is kind of difficult. Now I gotta check, damn it. Okay. Let's see. We'll check to see what the gear's like on my bowman. I forget. $112. It's even worse than I thought. Okay. I was working on a bow on this character. It's because I got a really good sword on my hero, I think is why I was thinking that. The sword is, like, ridiculous. Everything else is pretty good though. Like this fucking 30 dex Green Annies is very good. 21 dex Green Morrow. 11 attack. These shoes aren't great. Eh. What am I missing? Ah. I'm missing the pink one. I mean, the problem with my earrings is I've +1. These are garbage. I have another pair on my main though. I think. Just scroll at some point. I've been working on that, trying to get that to be good. Hello, Doey. Welcome back. Let's check my main for a second. Yep. These ones are good. These are actually pretty decent. 14 strength, 5 dex. Ain't bad. 120 attack. Last and welcome guest, Polearm. Thank you, my friend. I just got better Commodore pants on my I think I got better. I mean, same amount of stats. 22 stat Commodore pants on my other dude. 11 accuracy and 11 strength. But this has also 4 dex. I don't know. Not very good top. Not very good hat. Haven't really been scrolling stuff. I mean, these shoes are technically better than these shoes, but these shoes are going to be better eventually. Oh, because this I'm gearing up for an Iran. I have a spear. 116 attack ain't bad. Though the scaling is a little bit better. This polearm versus this spear, this polearm does about the same amount of damage DPS wise. It's about the same. If I scrolled up a better spear, right, the spear would be better. But again, I'm scrolling up for I'll make an Iran in the future when it comes out. 10 attack, 8 strength. Let's try to get this to be good. How many days on this? 601? That's fine. Good amount of these. This is what I was missing. I was missing lucky crystals. I don't even know where I can get fucking lucky crystals. God damn it. Anyway. Okay. Hate rolling it. Let's go. Let's go back to my. The other character on this account doesn't matter. I'm gonna delete it eventually. Other character's a shitty mule I'm using for putting stuff on. A level 40 fire poison wizard. Oh, it just has max inventory space. I'm gonna delete it once. Thanks, Solnix. Thank you for coming. You have a good rest of your day, my friend. Hopefully work doesn't kick your ass. I'll cross my fingies for you. Let's get back into my. Here, I really should make a better bow. I thought I had a better bow than that. I must be fucking brain dead. I'm remembering this fucking sword, I'm sure. The sword is just too good. Ugh. ChronoStory. Boop-a-doop, boop-a-doop, boop-a-doop. Boop-a-doop, boop-a-doop. Why is it being like this? Because, it's being stupid. Got it. No. Back to bourbons. Gotta change channel anyway. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. 10 accuracy Blue Commodore, though. This max accuracy, I will lock it. I will lock that. It's unfortunate. It'd be nice if you could. A VPN would work, technically speaking, I think. Maybe. I can't remember why it was separated. I know why they separated the China server, but I can't remember why they did that for the EU. It's fine. There's a dude I used to train with a lot of the time that was in the Chinese server. English speaker. I think they moved over there, like maybe like Singapore or something. Cookies. Why not use Coma? It doesn't one shot, and it just lowers my DPS and my EXP per minute. If you don't time it right, you just end up losing deeps. Some people like it, but I feel like it's just like just kind of a waste. Sure. A decent helmet for accuracy, it's okay. Base accessory. Blue Commodore. I think I just got a better one. Maybe the 10 accuracy. I don't know, strength wise. 99, it's okay. 10, 2 strength. I just got these, they're good. Okay, pants, unscrolled, 125 attack, unwelcome guest sword is good, and temporary shield, 6 weapon attack. Yeah. It's coming along, it's coming along. I got more scrolling to do on this duder. At some point. I feel like the scrolling on my main is a little bit better, but I mean it's fine. faster attack speed, and you can scroll shields with attack power, so it ends up being way better. Especially if you manage to get yourself a bunch of the 60% scrolls. That's what makes one-handed best in slot, yeah. It's too bad we can't use the Karsten though. The Karsten would be ridiculous on a fucking seven slots and comes with 11 attack power, just base. Like, fuck yeah. Sharks are better than Chief Rays, but you have to be higher level and you need more accuracy to hit the main mobs you're really doing. The two-handed you'll one-shot with Coma? I don't think so. Let's show Coma against regular mobs over here. Do I have Coma? I think I do. That's that. Did I respec? I should have Coma, right? I do. What did I put it on? It's not on my bar for some reason. Oh, it's on shift. That's why. It only does like 20k damage. I'd have to hit like 4 times. It does half their health, maybe. I'll probably use one of these. An 8 strength, like Kalkin or something like that. I think they go up 10 strength. I don't think it would. If it did one shot with a two-hander, I'd probably use a two-hander. Maybe not now because I scrolled this really well. Two-hander might be better at high levels though. At high levels, the extra stat will make it stats make it so you can one-shot. Though to be fair, I think in the long run, one-handed will be better because we're gonna be dealing with higher level mobs anyway, and you're not gonna be able to one-shot with Coma anyway, and you're gonna be using Brandish. It does have strength and accuracy for sure. It does. I mean, does it have accuracy? I think it might just have strength and dexterity, right? And if you can re-roll it enough, I think you can get 6 and 6. Last and welcome does. I'll have to double check it. Maybe it's worth it to use the last and welcome then. Maybe if I'm min-maxing damage, strength is better, but I mean. Technically speaking, the best one would be the Karsten, but we can't equip that because we're not thieves. The pants are really good, yeah, absolutely. Like fucking 11 strength, 11 accuracy. I just got these. Someone a minute ago, someone asked what for a check as well, and I had my previous pants on, and then I was like, what about the stuff I have in my inventory? And that was there. I'm like, oh, never mind. These are my new pants. Just like immediately better. I also have a 22 stat pant on my main, which is a DK. But it's it's split between strength and dexterity with 11 accuracy. So it's like 8 strength, 3 dex or something. A little less cool, but still not bad. Warrior maxing? I mean, I do have 2 warriors. I also have a bowman, and that's 125 as well. My DK and bowman are both 125, and then I have a level 62 ice lightning mage and a level 40 bandit. Level 42 bandit. Level 40s something. Low 40s bandit. Yeah, and then this guy. The Bandit, Ice Lightning Mage, and this dude are on one account. The DK and Bowman are on another account, and I'm saving that last slot for an Iran for when that eventually comes out in the far-flung future. Me waiting for Iran makes me feel like fucking Cartman waiting for the Wii to release. Like, just cryogenically freeze me and wake me up when Iran's out, please. Thank you. I have a solid polearm on my main, and then a solid sword on this character. Polearm because I'm doing Iran eventually. I got sick of training on my main because the only reason to train on my main now is to get stuff to re-roll the stats on my freaking pack. Probably in the future. Not anytime soon. This ain't an old school server. This is his reimagining, and even then, Iran is an old school class. We'll probably get Temple of Time before we get Iran in, and that's probably like, we'll probably have Horntail before Iran gets added in as well. So, level 110. It'll be a while before we even see hide nor hair of anything new. But. It's probably yes, but probably not 2 years in the future. I would imagine like early 2027 is when I can start maybe hoping for soon. Boat is definitely a visionary, absolutely. Vaft did give me a teaser way back when. He did give me a teaser way back when, not of Iran, but of, I'm out of potions. I got away? I got away without dying? I got away without dying, that's surprising. Very close call. I think I do have one. I would have been fine, it just would have been annoying. Anything worth looking at? Died to yeah. Actually, that would have been really funny if I died to drown damage in town. Okay, give me 5,000, please. The juices of life. Do I have enough? I have enough pure waters, that's fine. Let's go back. Gets to 110 and then runs out of potions. Perfect timing for 110. Yeah. You met me thinking of Iran, me the visionary thinking about Iran. Absolutely. I'm fairly certain Iran is coming because well, first of all, I knew Boat and Vaft before they made ChronoStory. We used to play on, along with Dino Fries sometimes. We used to play on Artail together. That's where all of us played before Boat decided to make his own server with Vaft. I'm not useful, so I didn't volunteer to help. I'm not really useful with anything that would be. Like, I could make stuff for the game in terms of art, but, like, they don't really need our asset. They, like, you know. But, Vaft did at one point send me a teaser, maybe, like, 6 months ago, when he was doing map stuff. He had already made Rien. So Rien exists in ChronoStory, it's just not... It's just not here right now. He has the map with Rien ready. I don't know if he actually made Rien yet, but he did show me that teaser at one point. Rien, that's the village island that you start at on Iran. So if you play in Iran, you start in Rien. It's like a little crescent island to the right of Victoria Island. So I know that there is pre-planning already there for it, and they have assets ready for it. It's just it's just not out. Like they haven't added it into the game yet. Not permanently, at least. How do you think skills will be for 4th job if Zakum is not released at the same time? Like triple throw for Night Lord. I wouldn't be surprised, Kebab. I wouldn't be surprised if they give whenever he's gonna do carpal tunnel simulator Iran. I don't think he will. If he adds Iran, like I'm the local Iran expert and he knows that. I think the only reason why Iran is carpal tunnel simulator is because they don't allow you to hold down the attack key. Just add in the ability to hold down the attack key. It's fine. Rather than spamming it. I do end up spamming my attack key a lot of the time just from Iran PTSD. But anyway, for triple throw, a book voucher system is exactly what I recommended. That was I have a recommendation for that exact thing in the Discord suggestions. Yeah, it'll probably be book vouchers. To be fair though, by the way, I wouldn't be surprised if Bote added quad throw instead of triple throw. Like you already have triple throw in 3rd job, I wouldn't be surprised if he gave Night Lord's quad throw. Right? Do you not get triple throw yet in 3rd job? I forget. I wouldn't be surprised if he gives you quad throw. Unless you don't already have triple throw. In which case I'm misremembering. If you're still using Lucky 7 in 3rd job, then it'll probably be triple throw. But if you already have triple throw, it'll probably be quad throw. That's my guess, at least. Quad throw is just infinitely cooler. Brock. Will there be Zakum in ChronoStory? Of course there will be, just not yet. Of course. Just not yet. Soon. It'll come out after 4th job, I'm sure. You hope you don't have to keep using Savage Blow. I bet they're gonna give you a fucking. They're gonna give Shadowers some kind of AOE attack skill. In my opinion, they should fold in some dual blade skills in the bandit. Oh, you do want a boomerang step, right? No, I bet they'll give you a single target. It's fine. Both they just needs to be a troll, and just give like a mega buff to double stab. Make double stab your bossing skill. Just imagine. It might not be. Chains of Hell from Dual Blade. They just need it. They really need to just fold in a bunch of skills from Dual Blade in the Bandit. That would be really good. Like I don't think Dual Blade needs to exist. It just feels like Bandit Plus. Just fold in all the coolest skills from Dual Blade into Bandit. And then get rid of a few of the Bandit skills that don't matter, or that aren't as cool as some of the Dual Blade skills. For example, Steel is cool, but it just feels like Boomerang Step. Just give them a dual blade second job skill. A dual blade AoE attack skill instead. Get rid of Band of Thieves and give them a dual blade skill. And then keep Boomerang Step because it's iconic. Keep Savage Blow because it's iconic. Like fucking Dual Blade gets a cooler Savage Blow as a 4th job skill at some point. Give them that. I don't know if that's changed from hell or not, but like they eventually got fucking Savage Blow plus. Like give them that as their single target skill. Why'd they give that to Dual Blade? I don't know, because they like Dual Blade more than fucking Bandit for some reason. Yeah, Shadow Partner would be excellent. I mean, like if they're gonna combine skills into from Dual Blade into Bandit, just give them Shadow Partner or the Shadow Partner alternative that fucking Dual Blade got. Because they got a kind of Shadow Partner. Give them that. And then make a new class for Thief instead of Dual Blade. Give them a Cowboy that uses dual guns instead. A Thief that uses 2 guns and is a Cowboy. I worry that something like that might end up stepping on the toes of something like Mercedes, but that's assuming he ever releases Mercedes. I'm sure he'll release the heroes at some point. I know he'll probably release Evan and Iran. I'm very certain about that. Or he could just release Dual Blade. Who knows? I don't know. Hard to know. Hard to know what the decision point will be. We'll find out eventually. I also have a Bandit, though it's only level 40 something, 42, 40-ish. It's around 40. It's over level 30, the 30s. I don't know if it's higher than level 40 though. It might just be exactly level 40. I don't remember. I don't think it is. I think it's like a level 42 or something, but it could be level 40 exactly. Personally, not a big fan of like using steel as your skill for some reason. Not a big fan of Band of Thieves. Just have everyone that have the Phantom skill. That's funny. It's funny. No. But no. Phantom gave you... besides, Phantom gave you debuffed versions of the skills you stole. So they weren't as good as just making the class. Hyper Body is probably the best choice, because then you don't need to have a fucking Hyper Body mule. But other than that... Mule story, yeah. I've suggested this in the Discord before in the suggestion section. If they have a problem with the amount of character slots you can have, right? So you can only have 3 because of the limitations in worlds, and then you're gonna have to either code in some kind of workaround. I feel like the easiest workaround would be like make an NPC in the free market that you can talk to, and it'll just like log down your character. Like it'll log your character's level, name, and class. And then you can then delete that character if you want to. And as long as you have a character slot, you can recreate that character at that NPC. Just talk to the NPC and it'll create the character in your account as long as you have the character slot open. It won't have any of its gear, obviously. You'll have to take its gear off and put it like on an alt. But like, it means you could have as many slots as you want, essentially. Want to play a new character? Okay, I'm not playing my bandit right now. I'll delete my bandit, log him, delete him, and then I can make him later again when I feel like playing my bandit again. And just put all of his gear on in either the bank or on an alt. You know? I think it's a kind of elegant solution to the problem. Could even actually make Mule Story a thing. Give us link skills. Give us the what's it called? Legion effects and link skills. Not really. I wouldn't mind like some kind of like benefit to having multiple characters other than Blessing of the Fairy. But like I wouldn't want it to be so strong that it's like mandatory to play multiple characters. Like it is in mainstream MapleStory. 9 strength, 5 dex, blue Commodore. It's not very good. I mean, it's better than this one. Just in general. Hello, take my gear. In general, it's just a +1 to both stats, so we'll take it. We take little bonuses. Yeah, that should it should stack. It should stack, just like Rage does. Absolutely. Time to shill before the ad in about 5 or so minutes. If you're new here on Twitch, don't forget to leave a follow. I stream every single day. It's not always MapleStory. A lot of the time it's MapleStory because I love MapleStory, especially ChronoStory. We'll end up playing Classic World when it comes out in the future. We're gonna hit an ad in like 5 or 6 minutes. My ads last about 3 minutes. I can't do anything about them. I'm like, I could delay it, but it would be only delayed by like 5 minutes. Not a big deal. So if you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a follow. I'd love to see everyone back again. But we're gonna continue with what we're doing, which is killing sharks until I want to die. Yeah, that. Oh, thank you for the follow. Oh yeah, by the way, including the one who followed, we are lurker friendly. So if you follow, it doesn't tell me who followed. It just tells me that someone did follow. So if you want to make yourself known as someone who followed, I think it was probably Cookie. It was probably Cookie. Might have been someone else. And if it was someone else, thank you. If it was Cookie, thank you. I won't shout you out if you don't want to be shouted out, unless you've already talked in chat and want to be. I'll make an assumption. No, you didn't. Okay, I got it. It was someone else. Whoever it was, thank you. I appreciate it. It was Kebab. Thank you, Kebab. I appreciate it. Oh, now it's Cookie. Thank you both. I appreciate it, both of yous. Two cool Chads in chat. No, a lot of people watch streamers and like they only watch the streamer if they're playing the game they're interested in. And that's fine. I play ChronoStory a lot, and I'm going to be playing ChronoStory a lot in the future. And no one ever quits MapleStory completely. So even if I get up in a spot where I'm not playing a MapleStory game that you're interested in for a long period of time, do not fret. I will eventually be back at it. You know, MapleStory. Once MapleStory has its claws in you, you're never going to quit forever. So rest assured, I will have more content that you enjoy. If you only here for the ChronoStory content, Totally fine. Maple Story is inevitable. Yeah. Hey, Kara, how you doing? RuneScape is kind of the same thing for a lot of people. Kebab, absolutely. I get back into RuneScape exactly like every 4 years. I'll stop playing. I'll get back into it. You're doing all right. Excellent. Glad to hear it, man. Glad to hear it. Happy Thursday. Right. But like, I don't play high-level content in RuneScape. If I quit and then come back, I always make something new. I get every stat to like 50, and then I'm like, this is too much of a grind. I quit. Maybe I'll get like 1 or 2 stats into the 70s, and then I'll quit. That's usually where I'm at with RuneScape. I never played end game RuneScape. I always played like early game RuneScape. So it was like, that's what's nostalgic for me. Once I get into the new stuff, it starts getting like, eh, to me. From the trailer? That's cool. Trailer? From the old school MapleStory player? Now listen, different kind of grind, right? Different kind of grind. Taylor, oh, that's cool. For graduation? Don't you wear like a gown for that? Aren't you gonna wear your dress for that, Carla? Prom, okay. Got it. Also, don't say that shit. What, everyone who attends a graduation wears a dress. That's just how it works. Everyone's in a really long dress. Yeah, which is a dress. Correct, it's a dress. It's not a cloak. It's definitely not a cloak. A cloak specifically opens at the front. It might have a single button for the chest to make it so it stays wrapped around you for rainy weather, and is generally waterproof because that's the reason for a cloak. It's for waterproofing. What you'll be wearing to graduation is a dress. Zip up cloak? No, it's a dress. To be fair, all dresses, for the most part, are hoodless zip-up cloaks, technically speaking, by that logic. There are dresses that aren't zip-up, but there are that are zip-up in the back. So, yeah, no, it's a dress. By my technicality, yeah. Let's hear my technicality, why not? Correct. That's a dress, yeah, for sure. Technically speaking, hers is just a cloak. It has a button for the chest. That it doesn't zip up in the front. It isn't fully like that. It is a cloak because it is singularly buttoned at the chest essentially, to keep it wrapped around her in that way. But they kind of make it out to be a dress a lot of the time. So it's kind of a dress. It feels kind of inconsistent in game. A little bit. Sometimes it's a cloak, sometimes it's a dress. Like, just based on the gameplay needs, kind of. Now we're in an ad. Hello, Carla. What's up?
You fucking suck.
How so?
You suck.
How so?
Cause you suck.
No, but like, what's the reasoning?
It's cause you suck.
No, there needs to be a reason. Why would you say that I suck if there's no reason?
You can suck and not have a reason.
Yeah, no. There's gotta be a reason.
No, there. What the
use
fuck
your
is
use your
wrong with
brain.
you?
Use your brain. Tell me.
What is wrong with you?
Give me
What is
your.
wrong with you?
Give me your top 5 reasons why I suck.
I am going to throw a wheelchair at you.
Man, you suck. You can't even tell me the top 5 reasons why I suck. You suck.
Top 5, motherfucker. I need 15 to explain why you a bitch. How's your day going?
It's going well. It's going well. Hello, monkey boy. Welcome in. Welcome back. My day's going well. I am okay. I'm feeling good. Normal. I slept well. Had a decent lunch.
Good. So good. I got you. Doop 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 doop. Okay, fuck you.
Oh, God. Deltarune music. This subway is bussin'. I mean bustling.
Like sandwich.
The sandwich or a subway station. If you're in a subway station, then you probably mean bustling instead of bussin'.
They probably mean the sandwich, bro.
Maybe.
Pretty sure they mean the sandwich.
Most people don't refer to a sandwich as Subway, even if it's a Subway sandwich. They might call it a sub, and they might call it a Subway sandwich. Okay. I'm just making sure that it's kind of weird to call a Subway sandwich Subway.
It's a sub.
It is a sub for sure.
We all live in a yellow submarine.
This is a meal? What? Yeah, Subway sandwich. Chips and a drink, probably, or cookies. Depending. Maybe you did both, like a true, like in true fat ass nature. Both chips and a cookie. Who am I kidding? If you get a cookie from Subway, you get more than one, right?
Exactly. So you're supposed to do it.
Hello, Zach. Welcome in.
And it's, like I said, I went to the tailor.
Yeah.
And jeweler. Nice people. I got dressed up by this old Italian man. At least he looked Italian.
That's cool. They finally made your prom dress, right? You're gonna be prom queen, right?
I am going to kill you.
Carla here wants to be prom queen.
Be prom king, and I haven't even voted prom king. I should. Do they do that? I don't know if my school does that.
Some schools don't do prom queen and king just because they don't want to make people feel special for some reason.
I mean, yeah, schools are known to be dicks. Damn.
I cry ever, Tim.
Like if you lick if you crim everything.
Yeah. Ugh, so many sharks, Kara. So many sharks.
So many sharks.
Can you believe it? So many sharks.
Can you believe in magic?
It's do you believe in magic? For sure.
Fuck you. I believe in whatever the fuck I want to believe. The Tooth Fairy is real. I did that on purpose.
That's my response.
I don't like you. I can't wait for Devil Dino to drop tomorrow. And have so much fun.
I hope you enjoy the character that they're releasing. They haven't released any like information on it. I mean, they haven't like showed anything about it. It's just like a shadow drop with just like knowing it's the character that's coming.
No, we been knew Cyclops and Devil Dino are gonna drop.
I meant like you don't know any of its gameplay yet. You just know it's coming.
I've seen they do preview streams with creators. Kingsman Flats, who's a popular Overwatch streamer.
For sure. Sharks are level 100, by the way. These are level 100. Squids are good too. But you need quite a bit of accuracy to be here. Not too bad. It's not as bad as like going like Chief Greys to hit the Chief Greys specifically. But depends. Hell yeah. Fuck, full inventory again. Think anything good? 5 and 5, not very good. 10 accuracy, I already have a better one. We're good, we're gonna sell everything else. If you can smash Chief Greys, then you'll be fine here.
Why would I want to smash a chief?
Chief Greys are aliens. You've seen me at that map before. It's back when I was hunting illegal aliens.
Yeah, I know none of the characters because I don't play this game.
Yeah. It's not like
to be fair.
It's just a mob you kill. Chief Greys. I've been there. You saw me hunting illegal aliens once or twice.
Okay. Okay. Fuck. Context.
Anyone who plays MapleStory enough would know what the context is. Anyone who doesn't would think, what the fuck? Except for you, because you know what I'm talking about.
I do, and I still don't like it.
Not the illegal aliens.
Fucking illegal aliens.
Bad joke that came to mind. I have to say it now because it's really bad. I have to say it now. I have to say it. Call me Ice because I'm killing the illegal aliens left and right.
Okay, no, no.
I told you it was bad. Again, the internet is a poison for my brain.
If Kraz was here, he would smite you. I hope you know that.
He hasn't been here all day, actually, interestingly enough. Hello, Agnar. Welcome back.
God damn. Oh, God.
That was a good one. Oh, my God. Yeah, that was a good one, right? That was a good one. I don't do it as much anymore. I'm retired, but now I kill sharks and cut their fins off and sell them for soup.
Shark bait, hoo-ha-ha.
Another controversial topic, but people don't seem to care about that as much.
It's because sharks kill people.
Yeah, less people than cows do every year, for sure.
The fuck do cows do? You mean bulls?
Nope, regular cows. Regular dairy cows. Yeah, female cows. Kill more people a year than sharks do by a significant margin. Your next main will have to be named Ice Agent. Are you gonna be an Ice Lightning Mage? That's really funny, actually, Zach. Hell yeah.
Fuck. Alright, I just wanted to pop in and spew some bullshit. I'll probably be back in a few unless you're stopped streaming by then.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
Thanks for stopping in at least, even though. See you later.
Yeah, I'm happy to be around to fuck around, and yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, of course. Then you can also kill the illegal alien, Zach. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Kill all the illegal aliens. Someone's mowing their lawn. Sounds like it. Illegal alien murder? Yes, for sure. That's definitely ChronoStory's endgame. This game is just Republican propaganda. It makes you kill a legal alien. Stupid. That's stupid. It's funny, but it's stupid. Speaking of Iran, this would be one of the Rien themes. I think this is one of the Rien Fields themes with like the low-level mobs you have to kill. We have to remove all these Xenomegas. Xenomegas. Oh, that's too good. That's perfect. That's very silly, Zach. That's very silly. Next DK main, Xenomaga leader. Xenomaga supporter. God, my neighbor's lawnmower sounds like it's dying. It's like wow, 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 over and over again. It's like he has to manually rev it to make sure it stays operable. Hey, Corsax. Yeah. Is it? Wow. Wow. Kinda, yeah. That is kind of what it sounds like. When you see when you can shoot the shit and throw small political puns, you sound like a normal human being. You love it. You definitely, I definitely earned your follow. Why, thank you, Zach. I appreciate it. I am a normal human. I like to eat food with my mouth and stand with my leg. I appreciate it. God, I had lunch. Why am I hungry? You don't put processed food. You don't put processed food up your butt to digest directly into your system. Of course I do. What normal human doesn't do that? What normal human does not consume mass quantities? Is anyone here old enough to understand that reference? I know everyone here is around 30. Does anyone even understand my reference? I hope y'all do. Fucking love microplastics. Yeah, I have a whole spork in my brain. Hey, Kraz. Did Kara tell you? Is that what happened? It was a good moment. It's a clippable moment. I don't know if I will. It's kind of dark, but I might. Maybe I'll just post it on Instagram as an Instagram exclusive because God knows I don't want to post it on YouTube. I don't think YouTube. I think YouTube will suppress that short in an instant. Kind of like how I suppress the rights of aliens in MapleStory. It made everyone laugh. To be fair, it made everyone laugh. I prefaced that very clearly that it was a dark joke that came to mind, and that I had to say it even though it was really bad. And in context, it's fine. Your friends group is a bunch of Mexican Americans that live in Texas. You're sure you can assume what you say every time we get into game arguments? Don't make me deport your ass, essentially, right? I imagine. I can only imagine the type of shit that would spew out of your mouth to friends, and they're like, hardy har har. Between friends, perfectly normal. That's perfectly normal. Very funny. And they probably quip back with similarly harmless, silly bullshit. They get back at it with white people shit for sure. As is their right to do. Right, Kraz? As is their right to do. Fuck you. I think Kraz doesn't like this conversation at all. I feel like he's not finding any humor from this whatsoever. Oh, never mind. They know you enjoy baked chicken with no seasoning and rice. Protein maxing, I see. I never said it was a tasteful joke, but it's where the poison in my brain went to when when the topic ended up coming up for some reason. The poison in my brain pointed me in that direction, and I ended up I had to say it. I had the preface that it was a very bad joke, but we're all thinking it. Let's say it. Sometimes you gotta hold it back, dude. Man. Sometimes I would explode. I would explode. As long as it's not bad enough to get canceled, it's all right with me. If you were here and you actually found that like specifically offensive, I wouldn't say it for sure, because that would be insensitive. But at the time, it was fine. No one was harmed. You would, of course. To be fair, to be perfectly fair though, it isn't good, but like observational humor for dark subjects in times of in bad times is a very common coping form of coping, and is a way that brings people closer together. So I don't think it's that that bad. I really don't. For sure. If we play in I don't like the joke, so you can't say it game, but anything, you know, yeah, for sure. Like a coping mechanism for particular times, right? People make dark jokes about dark topics that are currently in the process of happening, specifically because it helps with bonding. For sure. It is a starting point, and it's a starting point, smoking gun point that could easily transition to being a way to suppress the American people in general, regardless of race, though. So it could easily turn into a targeting anyone saying stuff that particular individuals don't like, versus what it currently is. I'm gonna be real with you, Kraz. Are you actually offended right now about this, or are you busting my balls? I'm not usually a man who is a fan of dark humor in general. Yeah, you bust my balls a lot, for sure. That's why I'm being very clear right now, and want you to be clear. You thought that shit was actually awful. Got it. Understood. You don't even know what I said. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Kebab that said it. I'm sorry. I thought it was Kraz. What did you say though? No. Yeah, it's all right. Nothing. I don't think it was a particularly cool moment, to be fair. Okay, I'm a BRB. Give me like 10 minutes. I'll be back. Stick around. I'll be here. Let me put on a BRB screen. Bup. What's up, Kraz? Fuck, man, what's up? Putting on my shoes, one sec. I will reply before leaving for a moment. Got it. I'll be back. Is it new? Is it new, Carla? Is it new? I don't know when he posted that. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, back. Sorry about that. I had one little chore I wanted to do before my wife gets home. But now I have returned. Hello. Good, I'm back. Yes, I am. Hello. I have returned. Hands a little damp from finishing dishes. Cool screen. Thanks, Kara. Appreciate it. Back to the grind, of course. When do I not usually set limits for myself? I even prefaced it as, this is not a good joke, it is a bad joke. And made it very clear that it wasn't something that I would normally say, but it did come to mind. I have also had this happen before, where I've had a bad joke come to mind, and I have made sure that I either don't say it, or if people wanted to hear it, I would DM it to them like Kara. And then he would say it out loud because it wasn't a joke that I can make. I made it very clear that it was not a good joke. Not normally my sense of humor. So, yeah, no. Normally I wouldn't, but like... that's just how that goes sometimes. Iran is the best class toot. You're 100% right. Kraz, if you were here at the time of me saying I have a terrible joke, I shouldn't say it out loud, and you knew the context of what we were talking about, I can assure you almost wholeheartedly that you probably would have asked asked me to tell you it, because that's how it usually goes. I would not be surprised if you would ask me to tell you the joke. And for sure. Exactly. I get you. Understandable. You know who I am as a person. From the amount that you've seen of me on the internet, of course. So, you know how I am, at least on the internet, for the most part. And somewhat offline, I guess, kind of. So you know my stance on basically everything. And I'd be happy to elaborate my stance on everything that I stand for, essentially. Based on question, of course, I'm not going to elaborate based on everything all at once, because it's kind of difficult to kind of surmise. So you know that that's not, like... I'm not here making jokes at other people's expenses for the most part, in ways that are offensive to people in general. For sure. In fact, I ban people over bad jokes in similar veins a lot of the time. Depending. Contextually, of course. But, like, you understand. I understand there's a sensitive subject, for sure. But in my kind of stream setting in the first place, talking about politics in general is basically a no-no. So raising awareness for any kind of situation like that in my kind of setting in the first place is basically impossible most of the time. Now, was I trying to raise awareness? No, it was a dark joke that came to mind for sure. But it does put light onto a topic for sure, as well. I don't like doing political talks in the first place. Whether it is hot button issues or not. For any reason. Unless it's about Costco. For the most part. I'll go into it sometimes based on mood and based on the chat itself and based on certain subjects, but generally speaking, it's not really set. And then you get this shit right here, right here on screen, right as we're talking about this, right there on screen, right there. Can anyone read that? Well, I need a membership to get a goddamn hot dog now because it's already a loss leader. They make all their money from the membership. If you buy a hot dog every week, you've more than made up for your fucking membership. Although I use it for more than just hot dogs, so it's fine. It's fine. They also have $2 ice cream. That's really good. Cheaper than most places. A $5 rotisserie chicken. Hello, Carla.
Hello. All right.
Exactly, Prez, exactly. I appreciate that.
Yeah, Murph, what an asshole. You're the asshole, but still.
Ah, there it is. Welcome back.
Damn. It took you that damn long to find the fucking channel?
I got distracted. I'll be real, I got distracted.
Undistracted, the fuck?
Sorry, I got fucking distracted. My bad.
You suck.
Who?
You.
No. Okay, Kraz. Here's what happens with people in life. They make a bad joke every once in a while, and then people get upset at them for it. And I can't say that it won't happen again, and it probably won't be the same topic, for sure. For sure. I know, and it happens to everyone. Everyone will trip on a landmine every once in a while in terms of conversational bits. And not everyone is like that. Like, not everyone is gonna be the guy who impersonated. Yeah, that is pretty crazy, though. To be fair, that is pretty crazy.
Drewski does shit like that because he's a comedian. He's well known for that shit.
Exactly. Like he's a controversial comedian. Like what's his name? God, what's his name? I don't particularly like his brand of humor in the first place, so like I forget. Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle. Like Dave Chappelle. Right?
Chappelle?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now that I take offense to that.
What? He's literally a comedian whose whole career is based on essentially making offensive jokes. And that's perfectly fine. It's pushing the bounds. Ricky Gervais is another one, right? Like, fucking, there's so many really good comedians who do make bad jokes on purpose to kind of push the form of comedy forward, and I respect that fully, right? You shouldn't be limited based on what other people think with what you say for comedy, especially with the setting that comedy is in the first place, right? You're supposed to be taking a look at culture, whether it be pop culture or non-pop culture, and aspects of it, and then poking fun at that, whether that be in a shock value type of way, which isn't exactly tasteful in my opinion, or not. It puts light onto a subject that should be put on. Usually when a comedian does something like that, a lot of the time they're also donating a lot of money to a charity for that event where they're making those jokes in the first place, right? That can be a commonplace way to make sure people in the audience are very well aware that, like, these jokes are to bring awareness to the subject, right? For real. For sure. Right? Does that mean they're good jokes? Usually no. Does that mean they're tasteful? Probably not a lot of the time. But I think that there is a necessity for that kind of thing. And shutting people down for doing comedy in general isn't great for the most part. Now, telling someone that they're an idiot and that the joke you made isn't a great look in general when you're just a regular dingus like me, great. Definitely let me know. I won't take that moment and make it into a short or anything like that, because I know it's not flying very well, right? It's not exactly something that I would be wanting to have on my channel, for example.
I can't wait for all three Redditors to find this one specific clip and then make a mockery of you.
That's right. That's what I'm saying, right? But yeah, that's just how that is. Now, do I still ban people in my chat for bringing up certain topics like that and joking about them in my chat? For sure. Depends. Usually that is pointing at people who are being immature for being immature, trying to push boundaries, and they might end up being worse later. Or they're, a lot of the time, just kids. Because kids, for some reason, find dark humor funnier than adults do. Does that make sense? So a lot of the time I ban people just specifically on those grounds, right? I don't want people to be in the chat talking, making jokes, making light of specific situations. If I made a joke first and it was a bad joke for sure, and then people are joking about it a little bit in the chat, fine. Even if it was a bad joke, I understand at that point, right? Or if the topics are like the topic we're speaking of right now, where people are then talking about certain topics, like in this case what Zach said in the chat, that could be something I would tell someone not to talk about under normal circumstances in general, just because I don't really like talking political plus dark humor in that way, because it can be seen as bad. But like in the context of what we're talking about, it makes perfect sense to have that brought up, right? Which is also one of the reasons why I don't like having this brought up in the first place. You know what I mean? Because then it brings up these topics, and then it ends up being political usually, or at the very least it ends up offending someone. In this case, it offended Kraz in particular. You know?
Yeah.
Which isn't fun. Offending friends in general isn't great.
It is a sensitive topic.
Yeah. And I don't mind talking sensitive topics. Just know that my brand of how I take my... that's one of the reasons why I don't like talking about it as well. My brand of... I just like 2D mushroom games. Right? Exactly, right? That too. My brand of how I go about my day and how I act as a person, especially on stream, ends up... Hello, P4. That's a lot of broken images. Might end up me saying something that I probably shouldn't say. Because my main way to cope with awkward situations is making a joke. Which is why I don't like bringing up politics, which is why I don't like bringing up dark topics like that. And which is why I also say, it'll probably happen again. And I don't mean poor... I mean well, essentially. You know what I mean? What I'm trying to... I think I made it pretty clear.
Debatable.
What's up?
I said debatable.
Debatable?
Debatable.
Duh.
When are you ending stream again?
What's up?
I said, when are you ending stream again?
Eventually. It's been 3 hours. We're about to hit an ad, most likely. If we're not already in one and I can't see it yet. So soonish. I might go for another hour. Depends. I don't know.
Because normally you go till your wife gets back.
Yeah, and she did get off work, which means she'll be home soon. She'll let me know when she's home, I'm sure. Dracovish. I've eaten Brazilian food before. I'm sure I have. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Nothing recently, I don't think. We don't really have any Brazilian food places in town that I can think of off the top of my head. We don't have a super limited selection where I live, but it is more limited than in California. Because California, you can go anywhere and find anything, but like here, it's mostly burgers and hot dogs, other stuff too, but. Gotcha, Kraz. Thanks, man. Jesus.
What?
A friendship ruiner, then, huh, Kraz? Is that what you're saying? Got it. See, this is why I asked if this is why I ask whenever you're pulling my leg, man. This is why I ask. The exact reason.
I'm tired.
I see. You had school today, yeah?
I've done a lot today.
That too. It makes sense then. Go take a nap, man.
No, it's not like physically tired. It's mental fatigue.
Got it. I mean, mental fatigue could still require a nap to fix.
No. Usually not for me, by the way.
Gotcha, Kraz. Gotcha. It was my break so I could go finish the dishes.
It's a touchy subject. Like me and your mother. No. I do the funnies. I do the funnies. That's why I don't usually talk about touchy subjects, because then I might make a bad tasting joke on that subject. All the jokes you make leave a bad taste.
Well, I can't help it when you're the one who I'm using to season my jokes with.
It's because I'm black, ain't it?
No, it's because you're my co-host essentially at the moment.
I want you to know that words.
I just want you to know that you're being racist and you're stupid and I hate you. Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. I got it. Figured it out.
No,
you hit 760s on your 10 attack clean. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch, Jack. You son of a bitch. Congratulations. Congratulations. What's that? Plus 14 attack? So you have a 24 attack can jar? Man, that's some bullshit. Well, I don't know. I get that kind of luck. I kind of do, I guess. I got decent luck on this fucking sword, but fuck you. Yeah. What can I say? I'm from the generation that used gay and retarded as specific words for stupid.
You can't say the R word.
I use this as a example to make a point.
It's your own words. I'm using your own words against you, Merps. You don't like it? You're not like that. But now we good. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, people from my generation still use both of those. I don't use gay anymore. I think that's it doesn't feel tasteful to use.
Go on. Now Twitch is gonna be on your ass.
Not really. Twitch is fine, generally speaking. You can say both those words on Twitch, and it won't hurt you at all, really. You can say it on YouTube too. That they don't even count those as heavy like censorship material whatsoever. Weirdly, you would think they would, but they don't. In fact, YouTube doesn't even count the N-word, but that depends on the context and who's saying it.
No, you can say the N-word, you just can't spam it. If you spam it, then you get strike down with the almighty ban hammer.
Yeah. So like it's like a weird collection of words that they count as bad on YouTube, like weird. But the two words that were used by my generation a lot of the time, and still are used quite frequently. I like in casual conversation with people that I've known for years, like my wife. I still use retarded as a word, but like that's just because it's in my vernacular. I've been trying to get rid of that completely for a while.
Say stupid.
It's just that's the only word that I remember. Stupid. I end up just saying stupid everything. I need more words to use. Even when I did use the word a lot more than I do now, I would still slip in stupid or dumb. It's just.
Dude, I remember that.
It was just another word to spice up conversation, and now it's a taboo.
When has it not been a taboo?
It wasn't a taboo for a lot. I mean, a lot of people thought. A lot of people thought it wasn't a tasteful word, and then eventually a fairly vocal small group of people made it into a bigger taboo than it was at the time. I think that actually any language is malleable. It changes over time, and as words are used, the meanings of them change. Like an old word for cigarette now means something that doesn't mean cigarette. For example.
Yeah, that's French, dude.
Mm-hmm. So that's like. French. You're gonna pipe? Sure, do it. So I think languages are malleable, so they can change. Suck my balls.
You're saying the word malleable, and I don't even know what the fuck it means.
It means things can change based on use. Like, people don't even use that word anymore to refer to people that are mentally challenged. They use mentally challenged now.
Oh. So you mean
so rather than allowing the language to evolve and start using that word in a completely different context, they just labeled the word as bad and no one can use it. You know?
Okay.
Which is, in my opinion, dumb. You thought I was going to say retarded, didn't you?
Yes. Suck my ball.
If you're new here, by the way, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. I think most of you are on Twitch. If you're on Twitch and you're new here, don't forget to leave a follow. I'd appreciate it. I'd appreciate it. I know a lot of you already are, but if you aren't,
yada yada yada. Yeah, good English, Merps.
Kids still use the word retarded? I thought it was like.
Oh, okay, Merps. You're pushing your boundaries now.
Look, I was asking, and I wanted to be clear that's the word that he's referring to. Thank you for the follow, Incubus. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. While I was on break. Thank you. I appreciate it. By the way. Because there were other words in context. Yes, they do. Really? That's surprising. I didn't know.
Yeah, they actually do though.
Has it come back for some reason? It had a comeback? That's surprising.
It's been being used.
So it never went away. I thought people like made it go away.
No, they just stopped using it as much, but still.
Got it. Okay. I mean, what that moment was funny, Kraz, but I already have a moment that was like that before. I think I even have a short on it, which was funny. I don't need a second short where I do the same joke again. You can clip it if you want to. It was a silly moment. It's just how Brazil is. Oh, B-Force in Brazil. I forgot the B-Force in Brazil. I forgot that you were Brazilian. I forgot before. I forgot you're Brazilian. Even though you already asked. Every single time that I said it this conversation, except for once, was talking about it in the context of how people used to use it as meaning stupid. So, I mean, like, if you can't talk about things, then that's censorship, I guess? To be fair, there are words that I wouldn't say.
Damn, Watch Mojo's getting hate. About damn time. Been waiting for that motherfucker to stop making bullshit.
What happened to Watch Mojo?
Basically, Watch Mojo is doing a lot of cringe responses and also other shit. I haven't watched Charlie's video on it. I'm gonna watch it later.
Only thing I know about Watch
Yeah.
Mojo is they used to do top 10s.
Yeah, really shitty top 10s.
A few of them were okay, but like they kind of fell into a pattern and ended up being stupid.
Like I said, shitty.
That makes sense. That makes sense before. Yeah, if adults and parents say bad words in front of kids are like parrots, they'll repeat it.
Let's get some almonds.
You say something about almonds?
I said I should ask my mom if I can get McDonald's.
Oh, it sounded like you said something like you wanted almonds, but McDonald's.
No.
Got it.
Almond.
Basically,
Mac.
we have failed as a society. Correct.
Oh yeah, no, that's been a thing
It's been a thing for a long time.
for a long time.
I feel
Say
like-
that to the motherfuckers who are running this damn country.
Yeah, I feel like it's not we that we failed as a society. It's the people that we put in charge over the years that failed us as a society.
The carne asada, younger cousins called another cousin the arsler, so it ain't. Yeah.
Gotcha. Are we considering it a slur now?
I mean, by technicality, it is.
I guess. I guess there are people that use it in a slur context for sure. I guess that makes sense then.
I mean, they use it like a slur, so.
I have heard some people use it like a slur for sure. It's considered a slur. Got it.
Looking. Now, why the fuck are Fortnite and Overwatch collabing? We did not need this.
I can't imagine why they would do that. Actually, that's kind of stupid. You
Yeah,
know the
this is
London jokes where people make about how violent it is. Almost where in Brazil has that, but double. Got it. You live in Brazil. How violent is Brazil before? As someone who lives there, how violent would you say it is there?
I don't get how Brazil can be violent. I mean, Michael Jackson went there.
Yeah, but he worked with one of the cartels, essentially. Basically, the leader of one of the cartels that was there was a huge Michael Jackson fan.
I know.
So he made it really
He's
safe.
the one who gave them protection because the actual official would not give them protection.
The officials couldn't really give him protection. It was like they didn't have jurisdiction there because it was controlled by gangs, essentially. You grew up in a slum?
Yeah, so basically, long story short, Michael Jackson went up to the gang leader. He was like, and so yeah, that's basically how it went.
Actually, it was his agent who called the government. The government put the Brazilian government. The government put him in contact with the gang leaders. The gang leader they knew was in charge of that area, and then
they went, and then they started talking.
His agent started talking with the gang leader to see what could be done about that. Turns out the gang leader was just a big Michael Jackson fan. Was like, yeah, no, this is gonna be the safest place in Brazil if Michael Jackson's here.
You can leave $100,000 there, and motherfuckers will not touch it.
Exactly. I think that was an exact quote too.
Yeah.
See you later, Kraz.
Tell me you're the ghost of jealousy.
Correct, I don't have any context, actually. You are correct.
Ghost of jealousy.
I like this silly song. It's already basically over, but I like this silly song from RuneScape. And then we get a Silk Song song. Got it.
I'm still waiting for the Silk Song DLC.
Sounds like it'll be fun. I still haven't finished Silk Song.
You need to finish that shit, motherfucker.
Eh. It's too difficult for me. I beat Hollow Knight. I don't know why Silk Song is so much harder.
Because it's a sequel.
I mean, yeah, but like I beat the Pantheon in Hollow Knight, so like that one was particularly difficult. But like, there's parts in Silk Song that just makes the Pantheon look like a joke. The Pantheon was like the big challenge of Hollow Knight.
Because it's a fucking sequel.
Your mom is
It's supposed to be hard. Technically, you're not wrong, but also fuck you.
Got his ass.
Technically, you're not wrong, but also she would not be a sequel. She would technically be a lot of fucking numbers.
A sequel of a sequel of a sequel of a sequel of a sequel.
So essentially a bunch of fucking numbers.
No. Sequelitis in a person. So that's how all people are.
Sure. I'm gonna go ask my mom if I can go to McDonald's. I'm out.
See you later, Kara. Thank you for coming.
Wait.
Finally, he's gone. I can't fucking believe it. No, I'm just kidding. We're almost level 112. Can you believe it? We started at 108 today. We actually got 4 levels. Ah! Oh, man. Fuck you. Boo ba boo. Fucking Oblivion music. Makes me chuckle. Such a good grinding session. I know, right? I can't believe it. Actually got in 4 levels. Crusader's now already feeling pretty good now at this point, at this level range. I'm starting to kill stuff at a decent pace. Still slower than a similar leveled DK or Bowman, but still a decent pace. Still a decent pace. Man, oh man. Level 112. Can't believe it. All in one day. Anyway, thank you guys for coming to the stream. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe and to follow here on Twitch. I'd very much appreciate it. We're gonna go ahead and raid someone that I know, someone that I'm a fan of. Thanks for coming, B4. Thanks for coming, Pastel, and everyone else who made their way in. I'll be... Oh, and Zhao. I didn't know you were here. Fuck, man. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow. I'll be back with more stuff. I don't know what. We'll find out. Maybe more ChronoStory tomorrow. I don't know. We gotta get this guy to 125 after all, so we'll find out. See you guys later.